Go for it.
So I walk into my house, exhausted from a full day of school, work, and routine chores outside. Quickly, I remove my shoes by the door, set my keys and bags on the counter, paying absolutely no attention to the amount of homework I still have, and walk straight towards my dog. We all love our cute little animals, and in fact, during my story, you probably thought of yours at home. Many people treat their pets not as animals, but more as great companions and best friends too. Did you know our school mascot, the Greyhound, is more than just a dog? The Greyhound is one of the most unique, sensitive, and ancient breeds of the canine. These dogs are built with extraordinary fine bones meant for speed, making them athletes through and through. This breed originated nearly 8,000 years ago. The history of this animal rings with majesty. It belonged to pharaohs, belonged to queens, belonged to Cleopatra, and even George Washington, who stood beside him in the Revolutionary War. These animals weigh about 60 to 70 pounds on average and stand at 28 to 30 inches tall, which is approximately 2.5 feet. They're very slight and sleek with short hair of all colors. So you have fawn, red, black, blue, even brindle, and red, which is ironic because it's called the Greyhound. These animals are very athletic and very muscular. So you see their head, very long and narrow, goes down into a long and narrow neck with broad shoulders and a thick curved back going into its hindquarters, very muscular, which is where it gets all its power. These animals were literally built and designed for speed. They average about 35 miles per hour, but have surpassed 40. So that takes me to my next point, racing. Greyhound racing became a very popular pastime for many people. It's equivalent to like the lottery and gambling and stuff like that. It was very addicting. There was a lot of money going into it at one point in time. However, in the late 20th century, efforts began to end dog racing over concerns about animals' welfare. These animals, they were, from the time they were little, racing was all that they knew. And so, in the late 1990s, this sport started getting banned, and by the 21st century, only 24 tracks remain. And even in those tracks that still remain, there's a lot of rules, and they're under a lot of extreme supervision to make sure those animals are very well taken care of. Now I'm going to wrap all this up by simply saying, the next time you have the FSCC Greyhound mascot smacked across the front of your shirt, think a little more into what you're representing. The beauty of the Greyhound is that it represents something so much bigger than itself. So are you any of those things? Strength, endurance, elegance, a champion? Thank you for listening, and go Greyhounds.